On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Admire.
To have regard for or respect for someone's qualities or the actions they have performed.
Examples:
Admire the subtlety of the distinctions. Admire kids with attitude. We all admire him because he is a nobleman.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
Do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor. The basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government, a course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Geopolitical.
Of or relating to political activity or relations between countries and groups of countries, as influenced by the physical features of a country or area.
Examples:
The geopolitical situations. Reduce geopolitical risk. The country holds dominant geopolitical power over its neighbors.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Superpower.
A country or nation that has significant global influence or formidable military, economic, or technological strength. A supernatural ability or force capable of extraordinary feats or feats beyond normal human capabilities.
Examples:
Superpower country. Superpower leader. The ability to fly like a bird is often considered a superpower in comic books and movies.
Rival.
A person, company, or thing competing with others for the same thing or in the same area.
Examples:
Rival bidder. Merge with a rival company. He interfered with his rivals in various ways during the campaign.
Emergence.
The process or fact of coming into existence or becoming apparent.
Examples:
Emergence as a national leader. Re-emergence of rampant inflation. The emergence of a new virus can cause concern for public health.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Pipeline.
A very long, large tube that is usually underground and is used for carrying liquid or gas for long distances.
Examples:
a data pipeline. Pipeline facilities. Rebels sabotaged the main pipeline supplying oil.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
a public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Resistance.
The act of defending oneself from an aggressor or refusing to accept something.
Examples:
resistance movement. Resistance to insulin. The bill to increase the consumption tax had passed despite much resistance from the public.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Proximity.
The state or quality of being near or close to something or someone in distance or time.
Examples:
Proximity sensor. Geographical proximity. The proximity of the two cities makes it easy to travel between them.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Echo.
A sound heard after being reflected off a surface, such as a wall or a cliff.
Examples:
The echo of a person's footsteps. Sound echo. A thunderous boom echoed throughout the valley.
Resound.
To make a loud, deep sound that echoes.
Examples:
Resound with his fame. Resound in an enclosure. The sound of the drums resounded through the concert hall.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft. To make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Vice.
Wrongdoing or wicked behavior, in the form of vice versa, with the order reversed. As a prefix, someone with a job immediately below a particular person.
Examples:
Virtue and vice. Vice chair of the committee. Cats hate dogs and vice versa.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus, Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Hood.
A covering for the head and neck, especially one attached to a garment.
Examples:
Hood ornament. A silk hood. He pulled his waterproof hood up to protect himself from the rain.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
Reckless driving. In a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Rip.
To tear something or be torn violently or suddenly.
Examples:
Rip a notebook apart. Rip a hole in the roof. During transit, the stuff may rip off the luggage tag.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Importance.
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples:
A man of importance. High importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Silo.
A tall, cylindrical structure, usually made of concrete or steel, that is used for storing grain, feed, or other dry materials, a system or structure that is isolated or separate from others.
Examples:
Nuclear silo. Silo organization. The farmer used a silo to store feed for the animals.
Brutality.
The quality or state of being cruel or savage.
Examples:
Military brutality. Brutality against civilians. The protesters were outraged by the police brutality they witnessed at the demonstration.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples:
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Subjugate.
To bring under control, to conquer, to make subservient to one's authority.
Examples:
Subjugate the enemy. Subjugate my ego. The conqueror sought to subjugate the defeated country.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property. Chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Ridicule.
Speech or behavior that makes fun of or mocks someone or something. Teasing, sarcasm, or scornful remarks that are intended to belittle or humiliate. Verb, to mock, criticize, or make fun of someone or something in a scornful or derisive way.
Examples:
Public ridicule. Ridicule at his expense. The ridicule from his classmates made him feel embarrassed and ashamed.
Ostracize.
To exclude someone from a group or society by general consent, to avoid speaking to or dealing with intentionally.
Examples:
Ostracize individual. Ostracize group. His peers ostracized him for his controversial beliefs.
Disability.
A physical or mental condition that makes it difficult for someone to do some things that other people do.
Examples:
A disability pension. A learning disability. Listening to music at a high volume may lead to a hearing disability.
Retreat.
The act of moving back or withdrawing from a position or situation, a period of rest or relaxation away from work or everyday life.
Examples:
Retreat deeper into their territory. Retreat in a mountain region. Many people go on a retreat to recharge and reconnect with themselves.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Umbrella.
A device consisting of a circular canopy of cloth on a central pole used as protection against rain or sometimes against the sun.
Examples:
Umbrella coverage. Umbrella ban. She opened her umbrella to protect herself from the rain.
Emergency.
A sudden unforeseen crisis usually involving danger that requires immediate action.
Examples:
Emergency action. Acute emergency. The president declared a state of emergency.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Pollute.
To make an area or substance, such as land, air, water, etc., dirty or harmful to living things, by adding waste matter or harmful chemicals.
Examples:
Pollute the air. Pollute the thread. We should do our best not to pollute the environment.
Facility.
A building or place that provides a particular service or is used for a particular industry.
Examples:
A cell phone with an internet facility. Facility design. This company has an entire recycling facility, including major reprocessing plants.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb: to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples:
Politically advantageous. Become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Deprive.
To take away something from someone.
Examples:
Deprive others of profit. Deprive him of his status. He was deprived of his freedom when sentenced to life in prison.
Pollution.
The introduction of harmful substances or waste into the natural environment that causes adverse change.
Examples:
Environmental pollution. High levels of air pollution. The pollution is endangering the local plants and animals.
Proximate.
Very near or close, either in space or time, immediately preceding or following something.
Examples:
Proximate region. Proximate location. The proximate cause of the accident was the driver texting on their phone.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Predicament.
A difficult, unpleasant, or embarrassing situation.
Examples:
Tragic predicament. Predicament decision. He was in a predicament and didn't know how to escape it.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Periphery.
The outer edge or margin of something, especially a geographical area or a group of people.
Examples:
Around the periphery. Periphery countries. The factory was located on the city's periphery, away from residential areas.
Entity.
Something that exists independently and has its own identity.
Examples:
Legal entity. Government entity. A company is a distinct legal entity.
Garner.
To acquire or accumulate something through effort or attention.
Examples:
Garner good reviews. Garner attention. He used his charm and charisma to garner support for his campaign.
Authentic.
Known to be real and what people say it is, not a fake or copy.
Examples:
An authentic signature. The sets were meticulously authentic. The stages of the play were meticulously authentic.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Prime.
Main or most important, basic.
Examples:
Prime number. Deputy Prime Minister. After a thorough investigation, she's been named as the prime suspect.
Elect.
To choose someone for a specific position by voting for them, to decide or choose to do something.
Examples:
Elect the school board. Elect death. Every 5 years, the provincial governors are elected.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples:
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Poorest.
Having the least wealth or resources.
Examples:
Poorest of the poor. Poorest area. The poorest countries in the world often have the highest rates of malnutrition.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Fiscal.
Relating to government revenue and expenditures, relating to financial matters.
Examples:
Fiscal policy. Fiscal year. The government is facing a fiscal crisis due to high levels of debt.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
Swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Intergenerational.
Relating to, involving, or affecting different generations.
Examples:
Intergenerational conflict. Promote intergenerational ties. The results of that survey clearly show intergenerational differences in attitudes toward LGBTQ.
Multiracial.
Consisting of or involving people from multiple racial backgrounds.
Examples:
Multiracial society. Multiracial family. The multiracial community brought together people from different cultures and backgrounds.
Socioeconomic.
Relating to the social and economic factors that shape an individual, group, or community, particularly in terms of income, occupation, education, and social class.
Examples:
Socioeconomic status. Socioeconomic issues. The socioeconomic conditions of a country can significantly affect its political stability.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
Ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Bisexual.
Attracted to both men and women, capable of having a romantic or sexual attraction to both men and women.
Examples:
Bisexual orientation. Bisexual lifestyle. She described herself as bisexual, having been in relationships with male and female partners.
Orientation.
A person's basic attitudes, beliefs, and preferences about particular things. A course introducing a new situation or environment.
Examples:
Sexual orientation. The school orientation. There will be an orientation lecture for new students this afternoon.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Fringe.
A decorative border or edge on a piece of clothing. A group of people or things that are not considered to be part of the main group.
Examples:
Fringe benefit. On the fringe of the city. The dress had a fringe of beads along the hem.
Ecocide.
The destruction or damage of an ecosystem or natural environment, either intentionally or through human activity.
Examples:
Ecocide prevention. Punishment for ecocide. The oil spill caused a catastrophic ecocide in the ocean.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Genocide.
The intentional killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
Examples:
Genocide victims. Genocide resolution. The international community condemned the genocide in the country.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the Earth.
Finance.
The management of money, credit, banking, and investments, especially by a government or commercial organization, the branch of economics that studies the management of money and other assets.
Examples:
Finance Act. Manage my finances. Our company decided to hire an advisor who specializes in finance.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Basin.
A natural depression or valley that is circular or oval on the surface of the earth, especially one that has water in it. A container with a bowl form that is typically used to hold food or liquids.
Examples:
Inland basin. The basin of the Great Salt Lake. Many of the lakes and marshes in the basin are mildly salty.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Conservation.
The protection of something important, such as the natural environment or artificial structures, especially from the damaging effects of human activity.
Examples:
Soil conservation. The conservation law of physics. The forest was recently designated a conservation area.
Optimism.
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples:
Sense of optimism. Political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Applaud.
To express approval of someone or something by clapping the hands.
Examples:
Applaud his courage. Applaud the orchestra. I enthusiastically applaud my rival's achievement.
Administer.
To oversee and control the operation or arrangement of something.
Examples:
Administer justice. Administer the funds. After the accident, 3 governmental bodies administer the company.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises 2 characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Inflation.
A general and progressive increase in prices. Cosmology, a theory of the exponential expansion of space in the early universe, the act of filling something with air.
Examples:
Inflation control. Global inflation. Investment in index funds can often be a hedge against inflation.
Reduction.
A decrease in size, amount, or degree.
Examples:
Reduction strategy. A gradual reduction. The reduction in carbon emissions has been significant since the implementation of the new policy.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Justice.
The quality of being fair and reasonable and treating people equally according to their due.
Examples:
criminal justice, justice of heaven. The judge's ruling was based on the principles of justice and fairness.
Initiative:
the ability to act or make decisions independently and with confidence, a plan or action proposed or taken to address a problem or need.
Examples:
a peace initiative, take initiative. The teacher's initiative to start a school garden project was met with enthusiasm from the students.
Underserved:
inadequately or insufficiently provided with help, products, or services.
Examples:
underserved market, traditionally underserved. This area is medically underserved.
Debt:
something, especially money, goods, or services owed by one person to another, the state of owing something.
Examples:
debt ceiling, corporate debt. He became in debt after losing his job.
Ceiling:
a room's top interior surface.
Examples:
ceiling board, ceiling light. There was a crack in the ceiling that I found.
Valley:
a long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
valley bottom, basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Expedite:
to accelerate or speed up a process or task, to make it happen more quickly or efficiently, to facilitate the progress of something.
Examples:
expedite the decision, expedite the shipment. We need to expedite the process if we want to meet our deadline.
Senator:
a member of a legislative body, especially a member of the U.S. Senate.
Examples:
junior senator, senator term. The hawkish senator gave a speech on the new bill in the Senate.
Legislation:
a law or a set of laws suggested and then passed by a parliament, or the act of making or enacting laws.
Examples:
anti-terrorist legislation, introduce legislation. Similar legislation had already been rejected by the parliament 4 times.
Crystal:
a solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples:
liquid crystal, crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Cavalier:
displaying a lack of concern or seriousness, offhand or disdainful towards important matters, adopting a carefree or arrogant attitude. Noun, a gentleman or a knight, especially one who is gallant or courtly.
Examples:
Cavalier dismissal. Cavalier language. The cavalier attitude of the driver caused him to disregard the rules of the road.
Tribe.
A social group made up of members who live together, sharing the same language, culture, religion, etc., especially those who do not live in towns or cities.
Examples:
Aboriginal tribe. Mountain tribe. The tribe had distinctly defined gender roles.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
Resist temptation. Resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Mobilize.
To make something ready for action or use, to organize people or resources for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Mobilize cooperation. Mobilize a stiff joint. The military mobilized troops to the border.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Recommendation.
An official suggestion that something is good or suitable for a particular purpose or job.
Examples:
Follow his recommendations. A letter of recommendation. We made a recommendation to the client.
Chart.
A visual display of information such as a diagram, lists of figures, etc., a map designed to assist navigation by air or sea.
Examples:
A weather chart. A statistical chart. This pie chart represents our market share.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Margin.
The space around the edge of a page or document. Finance, the net sales minus the cost of goods and services sold.
Examples:
Margin error. A profit margin. Unfortunately, the book's margin was too small to make notes.
Rebellion.
An act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler.
Examples:
Rebellion leader. Excite rebellion. The anti-government rebellion was put down quickly by the government's military forces.
Disobedience.
The act of disobeying or failing to follow orders or rules, the state of being disobedient.
Examples:
Disobedience to authority. Disobedience to. The disobedience of the soldiers resulted in a court-martial.
Mainstream.
The ideas, opinions, beliefs, etc., that are considered normal or accepted by most people.
Examples:
Join the mainstream. Mainstream political beliefs. His thinking is mainstream in the country's culture.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Prosperity.
The state of being successful and having the good fortune.
Examples:
Economic prosperity. Prosperity of humankind. This war shattered dreams of peace and prosperity.
Courageous.
Able to face and deal with danger or fear without flinching.
Examples:
Make a courageous decision. Courageous rescue attempt. He was a courageous soldier who had served his country with honor.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Persistent.
Continuing firmly or obstinately in the course of action, despite difficulty or opposition, lasting or enduring without fading or being lost over time.
Examples:
Persistent cough. Persistent data. Despite the setbacks, he remained persistent in his pursuit of his dreams.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples:
mental courage, inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.